Hello, this is Deborah Deras, keynote speaker, author, and mindset expert, here with a special live at 5 3 C's for mindset for sales success. Because when we have our mind focused on what we desire, guess what? It unfolds. That's what it does. Whatever we focus on expands. And today I'm going to give you a little short and brief 5 minute, don't let me talk for 15 minutes, mini workshop on how you can improve your confidence, how you can improve your sales. So if you are wanting to interview for a position to move up the career ladder, this is for you. If you are selling a product or a service to a client, this is for you. If you are a thought leader or an expert and you want people to buy into your movement, this is for you. It may even help you if you're selling yourself on a hot date. I'm not mad at you. But we're really focused on mindset for business, for sales success. So I love acronyms. Do you love acronyms? If you love acronyms, write down love in the chat, in the comments, or put a little heart, right? If you love acronyms. So I have 3 C's because when we have mnemonic devices to remember, it helps us to apply what we learn, right? And the whole point of this is not for me just to talk, for you to get motivated. The point of view is for you to learn and then take inspired action. That's my intention. So the first C to improve our ability to sell ourselves, sell a product, or to sell our movement is, guess what? Confidence. One of the things that everyone is attracted to is someone that is confident. When you are confident and people believe what you say and how you say it, guess what you have? Intrinsically, trust. And when you have trust, that's when a sale can be made, right? Whether you're selling, yourself as a service, or you're selling a product, or if you're selling yourself to get into a higher, better career opportunity or a movement, it's all the same. But it starts in here. Your heart has to beat in a place of confidence. But how do you do that if you're feeling, some of us have been quite down, let's face it. During this pandemic, we've been more isolated than before. We haven't been out with family and friends, or maybe we've gained a few pounds, right? We don't feel as confident in our bodies as we once did. You can realign your mind any place, anytime, anywhere. How do I know this? I'm an NLP practitioner. I'm sure you've all heard of Tony Robbins. He's probably the most famous NLP practitioner. What is NLP? Neuro-Linguistic programming. Neuro, the brain, our minds. Linguistic, language, what we say, how we say it. Programming are the programs that are going on in our mind. And we can instantly reprogram our mind to a place of confidence. How? It's a simple NLP technique that I learned called anchoring. Okay, you want to try it? Let's do it together. We only have 5 minutes, but we can get it done, okay? So I want you to uncross your legs. Don't worry, we're not doing anything crazy. If you're not driving, you could just relax. If you are driving, pay attention to the road, right? I don't know why you're on Facebook if you're driving, but no judgment, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to remember a time in your life that you were totally confident, that you had all of the confidence in the world. You owned the room. Maybe it was a successful event that you were involved in. Maybe it was like a birthday, whatever it was. If you can close your eyes and just see yourself in that event, see yourself in that time, see who was there, see what was around you, and totally immerse yourself into that feeling of confidence. Now, I want you to hear, what was the self-talk that your mind was saying? Maybe you said, you can do it, or I can do it, or I got this, or it's in the bag, or it's okay. Whatever you told yourself, I want you to hear the messages Even if you are having somebody else's message, like a mentor of yours that says, I believe in you. I want you to hear that now. Hear that message of affirmation. And I want you to feel the feeling in confidence as if it were an energy or a light. And I want you to feel it like it was a yellow light coming from the very tippy toes, all the way up your calves, all the way up your legs, all the way up your torso, through your neck, that throat chakra, around your face, and around the crown. And I want you to feel yourself covered in a feeling of confidence. And when that feeling of confidence just warms you up, you start to sweat. Whoo! I want you to just tap your foot and say, yes. Okay, good. Fake it till you make it if you don't feel it at the top. Yes. Okay, let's do it again. Repetition is key when it comes to success. Okay, number 2, I want you to think of another time. Remember another time when you were confident, where you just felt that you were on top of the world, like when I ran the marathon, and you just were just feeling good about what you've accomplished, what you achieved. And it just is just like a feeling that's in your body, and I want you to see yourself there. Not like you're watching a TV show, through your own eyes. See that second event right now. I want you to hear again the self-talk, or maybe people around you are congratulating you. You go, girl. You did a great job. High five. I want you to take in all the accolades. Get that confidence in your body. And again, we're going to grab that yellow light and pour it all the way from our feet, all the way up our legs, through our torso, up our neck, around our head. Ooh, it's like a salsa move. And boom. And when you allow that energy to get the very, very top peak, you start to sweat. Ooh, tap your left foot and say, yes. Good. You're doing great. Okay. So let's do one more time just for fun. We always like to do things 3 times for repetition, right? Don't we? Yes, we do. Okay. So remember a third time. I know it's easy. Just do it. That's right. Remember a third time where you were totally confident. You just felt so good about yourself. You felt so good. You're proud of yourself. And I want you to see yourself completely in that scene now. No hesitation. You see who's around you, or maybe you're by yourself and you hear these words, this self-talk that says, I'm proud of myself, or I did it, or I knew I could do it, or I can do anything I set my mind to do. And just start hearing that voice that's ingrained in your body and your soul. And I want you to feel that feeling once again of being super confident. And I want you to get that yellow light. We're going to put it around our feet, up our legs, around our torso, through our face, down our body, and allow that feeling of confidence to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, peak to 10. Start sweating. Tap our feet. Yes. Woo, woo, woo. Now open your eyes if they were closed, or stretch out. And don't you just feel good? Now let's just tap our left foot and just boom. Yes. And so every time you want confidence, the only thing that you have to do is tap your left foot and say yes. And it will activate that vision, those affirmations, that feeling of confidence. Why? Because that's how our mind stores information. Visually, auditorily, kinesthetically. And sometimes if it's food or something like that, olfactory and gustatory, VAKOG, right? So that's the first C, anchoring confidence. Because when we are confident about what we're talking about, guess what? People buy into whatever we're selling, whether it's ourself, a product or service, or a movement. Cool, right? Okay, let's go to number 2 to how of the 3 C's of selling. It is charisma. Have you ever been around someone that's like a magnet for other people? Like they just seem to attract like bees to honey. They're just so engaging. They're just so full of life. They're so energetic. They're so animated. They're effervescent. They're bubbly. You know who I'm talking about, right? These people. And these people, these charismatic people, and I'm not saying you have to be charismatic all the time, just in this conversation, because you're having a conversation with a prospect, whether it's going to be to move up the career ladder or to sell your product or service. And the conversation is an opportunity for you to showcase how you solve their pain or problem. Aha! All sales are simply solving someone's pain or problem, isn't it? True. So, when you are excited, when you are present, when you are interested rather than interesting, when you are listening powerfully, guess what's going to happen? People are going to lean in. Oh, what is she saying? Or what is he saying? What are they saying? Because you are contagious, not in a bad way. Don't worry. You're contagious in a great way because this charisma, this energy of being present, of listening. There is an actor you may know. He was my first crush, John Travolta. Oh my God. Remember Saturday Night Live? Anyway, am I dating myself? Anyway, John Travolta is the kind of man, and I think Johnny Depp is the same way, both named John, where, they're just so attentive and they're just so present and they're not talking all about themselves. They're listening about you. And that's what you want to do in this interaction, in this conversation with whoever you're talking to. Maybe it's one-on-one, maybe it's a group, maybe you're doing a speech. You're speaking to a group of people and you want to have the charisma to enroll and engage them in what you're doing. So guess what? You have to be that energy level. Quite unsaid. You have to be that energy level of interested, of present, of energetic. So whatever energy you want them to have, that's what you have. If you want them to have joy, you be joyful. If you want them to have curiosity, you be curious, right? Because if they like you and trust you, they will start mirroring you. So whatever energy you give, they will give. You ever know people that are negative, and when they tell you a negative story, then you tell them a negative story, and it's kind of like contagious, the negativity? Same thing with positivity. When you're around people that are positive, oh my God, I can't wait to tell you how fantastic this day was, or I'm so grateful that this happened, right? Same thing. Charisma is everything. In fact, in presidential elections, when they coach the candidates, one of the major things that they work on is charisma. And certain candidates that could not have that, Clinton, Kennedy, Obama, whatever your political affiliation, it doesn't really matter the political affiliation. It's just the energy. You have to have that energy for people to connect with you, right? And that leads us to the final three C, which is, it could have been connection, but it's actually collaboration. Have you noticed when I speak, my language is always we? Why do you want to do that? Because you, as the person that's presenting this product or service or presenting yourself, you want to be a team player. You want to be collaborative. You want to use the power of synergy. My company is called Synergy Unlimited. With the power of synergy, anything is possible, right? So what is synergy? Two or more gathered, quantum results, right? So when you say we, you're it's almost like an embedded command, or you're setting the intention to the person that the deal is done, that you're already working together. Oh, when we start this project, you don't say, well, if you sign the contract. When we work together, or when you have this new car, or when you have this new product, or when you have this new me at this position, right? So using we is like an implicit statement that says we're going to work together. But if you say, I am doing this and you are doing that, it creates separation. When you say we, just the language of we means collaboration and that we're working together and that together we are better. Aha. Okay, let's review. I know. I said I was going to do 5 minutes and I'm going to stick to that, right? Whew, it was so much fun. Okay, so you guys having fun? Okay, good. So, first C was confidence. How can we be confident? We can realign our mindset, right? We don't have to walk into this earth with confidence. I don't think anybody does, right? However, we can embody it by doing that visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Remember that time when we were confident, because our brain doesn't know the difference between visualization and present day reality. Why do you think Olympic athletes do visualization when they're training for the Olympics? Because they're training their brain for success. And that's what we're doing when we're remembering that time. And we just anchor it, pressing our left foot or right foot if you prefer. Boom. Yes. Then we walk into the meeting. Then we walk into the interview. Then we walk into that conversation. But we're coming from confidence instead of trying to be something that we're not. So we're not faking it till we make it. We're not acting as if. We're actually embodying the confidence that we had in those different scenes, and we're bringing it into the now. Okay. Charisma. We talked about charisma and being present, being interested, being that energy that we want others to be. So if I want you to be motivated, I need to be motivated. If I want you to be grateful, I need to be grateful. Okay. Because people will match our energy. Cool. Okay. Final C. Ooh la la. You already know. Collaboration. It's all about the power of synergy. When we use the word we are allowing people to know that we're on the same team, that it's not you and I or us against the world. It is we together. And that simple act of using we instead of I will give that implicit statement that says, I am with you. We are doing this together. And let's sign the deal. Let's sign the contract. Let's buy my book. Let's do whatever. And it's done. Is that fun? Easy. We did it. All right. So I am Deborah Deras. These are the 3 C's to realign your mindset for increased success, especially for those of you selling yourself in your career, selling your products or services in your business, or selling whatever it is that you're doing in your company. Because when you believe in yourself, other people will believe in you. And it's powerful because we all have a really big contribution to make in this world. And my role is to support you to fulfill that so that you can align for success. So thank you so much for being with me. I'm Deborah Deras. I'm an author, keynote speaker, and mindset expert. And I hope you enjoyed that. If there's any topics that you would like to see in the future, let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to create videos to support your success with ease and with grace. So remember, with the power of synergy, anything is possible. Ciao.